Students, here we are going to discuss electric potential due to a continuous charge distribution. Already we have discussed about continuous charge distribution in previous lecture. We also know the electric potential. Continuous charge distribution which we have in terms of linear charge density, that is lambda is equal to d cube upon dn in terms of length, and rho, that is d cube upon dv, and sigma, that is d cube upon ds. Now if there is a charge, definitely it will create electric potential, and if we are assuming a distance r for a standard value, so we are having a relationship V is equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and because of a very small charge dq, we are having some electric potential that will be given by dq upon vector r minus vector ri magnitude. Okay. This you can put it only ri, because if there are so many number of charges and we have taken a small charge d cube, so total electric field and electric potential will be given by this relationship, that we know. Now if we go in terms of the continuous charge distribution, so in continuous charge distribution we have already discussed these 3 points. There will be linear charge density, there will be volume charge density, and there will be surface charge density, because a system will have a length, a system will have area, a system will have volume. Okay, so we are having d cube which is equals to lambda into dl, here d cube which will be having rho into dv, and d cube is equal to sigma into ds. Now if we talk in terms of the linear charge density, because of the electric potential, because of this there will be electric potential, and this will be given by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught over the length d cube upon this vector r minus this ri. Now d cube will be replaced by this, we can substitute here with 1 upon 4 by epsilon naught over the length, d cube will be replaced by lambda into dl vector r minus this. This is because of the linear charge density. Similarly, we will be having a relation, that is for volume, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught over the volume rho into dv upon vector r minus vector this. Similarly, for surface, we can have this 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught over the surface as, you can write it here, over the surface sigma into ds upon this. So if we add this result, means what we are getting? We are getting electric potential because of the continuous charge distribution, and that will be, if we add this will be common to each, so we can replace 1 upon 4 by epsilon naught over the length lambda into dl upon vector r minus ri plus over the surface, that is sigma ds upon this plus this over the volume rho dv upon this vector r minus vector ri. This is the relationship which we are getting for the electric potential, and it is because of the continuous charge distribution. Okay, so electric potential due to a continuous charge distribution, that we can take it 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught over the length, integral over the length lambda dl upon this, sigma ds over the surfaces rho dv upon this. So here we have got continuous charge distribution. Now if we go with the total electric potential, there will be another term, continuous charge distribution plus discrete charge distribution. So discrete charge distribution that we can add here. So what will be the discrete charge distribution? So we can take this sigma Qi upon this Ri, and this is your you have to write 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught also here, which is equal to V discrete. This will be Qi and I is equal to 1 up to n. There are n number of charges, so we can add this result and finally we can conclude it with this, that is electric potential because of the continuous as well as discrete charge distribution will be given by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. This is your lambda dl over the length upon this plus sigma ds upon vector r minus vector ri plus rho ds rho dv upon this vector, this minus this, plus the summation of this I is equal to 1 up to n Qi upon this. So this is the charge distribution, and it includes continuous charge distribution as well as discrete charge distribution. We have already discussed in previous lecture what is discrete charge distribution. So finally we can conclude with this derivation or with this expression. What we are getting 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught and this, which includes all the terms related to surface charge density, related to volume charge density, related to linear charge density. Okay.